Hi folks, Simon here, welcome to today's stream. We're going to be continuing on, of course, with Final Fantasy VII, and before we actually get into the bulk of the episode, before I forget, we do need to go and do the next Fort Condor battle. So that's going to be the next point of order for today, or the first point of order, and then after that we're going to be making our way over to Bone Village in order to go ahead and proceed with the story. So I hope everybody's doing well today. Just make sure that we are in fact live, which is, let's be honest, somewhat helpful if I'm going to be streaming here. Yes, it looks like we are. Now I need to actually make sure I can see what I'm doing. I haven't even got the game up on my screen just yet. There we go. And now the chat as well. Sorry, I've been rushing about a bit today trying to sort out some YouTube stuff, which was annoying. I've made a video on that, so I won't bore you all with it. And also some other bits as well. So, I can see a few people in chat already. That's wonderful to have you all here. Greetings, Dom and Red Mario, Lomax, Cletus, Chris, Keisha, Damon, and Nicole as well. Good day to you all. Pri, I can see, is in chat. And Scott, yeah, welcome, folks. And Anthony also. We'll just turn this down so I can actually hear myself think. There we go, that's better. Okay, so we've made our way through the Temple of the Ancients. The plan today is to hopefully finish Disc 1. We'll see how we get on, though. I don't think there's a whole lot more to go, going from memory, but as is usually the case, it's been a couple of years since I've actually played this part of the game last, so maybe there's a few surprises in store that I've forgotten about, but we'll see how we get on. But as I say, before we do anything else, we're going to be making our way back to Fort Condor, taking care of the next battle there. I believe it's battle number 11, if I'm remembering the numbers correctly. And then after that, we can go ahead and make our way over to Bone Village, where we can carry on with the story as we head over to the Forgotten City, or the Forgotten Capital, whatever that place is called. So we'll just go to the closest beach here, which I believe is over here. Hello, Yum Yum. And this isn't Claire. Welcome to the stream. And Merkham as well. And, sorry, I'll never get your name right. Ease Desi Zoot. Oh dear, I need to learn how to pronounce some of these names in chat, because I am terrible, aren't I? Yeah, greetings, folks. Welcome, Steve. Yeah. I can't actually say I own my own haircut. I think my wife does, seeing as how she cuts it. She'll have to claim it from her, Steve. Enemy skill, yes, there's a new enemy skill that we can pick up today. That's the actual yellow materia itself. And also Comet as well. Take Yuffie and Red 13 is the recommendation of Red Mario. I mean, yeah, it doesn't really matter who we take in the party now in terms of any achievements or anything. Well, apart from the fact that we want to make sure we're taking characters that we can level up their limit breaks for. So we're fully leveled up here. Let's just make our way straight away into the battle area. Hiya, Corinne and Andrew as well. There's loads. There's loads. Hey, Serenity. Yes, there is. You're right. There's a new Final Fantasy VII Remake trailer coming out, isn't there? In a couple of weeks. So before Christmas, which is always awesome. I'll make sure to watch that myself, perhaps do some coverage on it as well. Hopefully there'll be some new stuff in it. Crazy Shark Guy says you're not the real fuzz. Yeah, there's about 20 plus battles, I think, Andrew, here at Fort Condor. They actually start to get a little bit trickier now. So we'll see how we get on. But I'm hoping that the trick that we normally do, where we just rush down to the bottom and try and take care of everything, is still going to work. Okay, so there's 40 enemies now, if we're going to do this to the point where we actually defeat the commander. But I shouldn't need to do so. So let's see how we get on anyway. Okay, Anthony says he thinks it's 5 X potions for this battle. Okay. Hiya, Ruben. And Jake as well. And Firewall, greetings, folks. Welcome to the stream today. Right then, okay. So, I think this is number 10. Yeah, this is Fort Condor battle number 10. But we can do number 11 very, very soon as well. Right, so let's go ahead and start the game. Make sure we don't have turbo speed on, or that just screws everything up pretty much. Stick fighters down. We're just going for the usual tactics here. Right, what have we got here? A barbarian. Okay. So we need to build defenders to defeat the barbarian. Let's go for 2 of those. And then we'll go to the other side, see what we've got coming up. Another barbarian, is it? Yeah. So let's get some more defenders in. And another one. And the faster we do this, the more likely we'll be able to finish the battle before too many enemies turn up. Because the way this works, just in case you haven't been watching some of the other Fort Condor battles, the expected means of beating a Fort Condor battle is defeat the commander who spawns last. So in this case, there'll be like 39 enemies and then the commander. But there's actually a little trick you can do. Whereas if you defeat all the enemies on screen, then that actually ends the battle prematurely, but you still get all the rewards from it. So it's a good little trick to try, and that's what I'm going for here. So there's one enemy destroyed. Now, we've got another enemy coming up here, so we're going to probably get another one over here as well. So immediately we're going to start attacking down this side. Another barbarian. Probably going to have another enemy popping up here in a moment as well. But if, for example, we killed this enemy and no other enemies appear, then what that means is that we'll finish the battle immediately. But I strongly suspect... Oh, no, hang on. We did it! Well, that was fast. That was one of the fastest battles we've done. So that's the little trick you guys can do. So even though we didn't get to fight the commander or like 37 of the other enemies, which is what you're supposed to do, we'll still get all the rewards we would have otherwise have collected. So we get some money back, some gil back for the allies that didn't get fallen in battle. And then our main reward, which is 5 X potions. And that's it. Another battle done. So the next battle, Fort Condor battle number 11, is going to take place, I believe, before we make our way into the the city itself, the City of the Ancients. Okay. Folks, now that I've finished concentrating on that, I'll try and catch up on some of your messages here. Hey, David joins us in chat. Good morning, David. Yeah, I've gone ahead and spent a couple of hours this morning just contesting all of those stupid copyright claims. So hopefully I'll get a response on that before the 30 days window. And it'll be a positive one. Hey, John. Yeah, good to see you back on the streams. Yeah, looking forward to it. And welcome Soul Burning, guys. And Corey as well. Good afternoon to you. Ah, you're waiting outside of the Forgotten City now. Nice. Yeah, we'll be there soon. Yeah, YouTube needs a complete revamp. Yeah, some of the copyright stuff is a real nuisance because it just works against creators so much. It favours copyright holders. I guess YouTube are just covering their own backs, so they don't want to take any chances. But it just means that with their current systems, anybody can create a copyright claim against any content on YouTube, pretty much. And that claim is upheld until the person that the claim is made against shows otherwise that it's bogus. It's an annoying system. It's a guilty until proved innocent system. And obviously it leads to abuse all over the place. It's really annoying. But there we have it. Right, so, I'm trying to remember the best way to get back to the northern continent here. Right, first of all, let's put turbo speed on. It's possible we need to go around this way. I'll tell you what, I'll save the game here. That way, if it does turn out that we've gone the wrong way, we can just reload rather than having to backtrack all the way back down. Dun, 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 dun. Yep, so we're going to Bone Village. By the way, you can also find the moo enemy, or not the moo enemy, but the one that looks like the moo, the kind of squirrel thing that pops up out the ground. It's not moo, but it's part of the same family, which can also teach you level 4 suicide, which I don't yet have on one of my enemy skill materias. But I'm not going to worry too much about it, because we're going to be getting another enemy skill materia in due course. And yet, this was the correct way to go. Okay, so let's go ahead and save again, since we're outside of the destination here. Da, da, da. Yeah. You just got Omni Slash, John. Congratulations. Yeah, it's fun getting it early and a lot more simple than I expected it to be as well. A lot more simple. So, I'll be doing that on future playthroughs as well, I reckon. Now I know how... I don't want to say it's easy, but it's, you know, not too much more difficult to get it at an early stage than it is later on. Normally I wait until the special battle becomes available, I think, on Disc 2. But there's really no need to. And now later on, when we do the special battles, we can go straight for the W summon materia, rather than having to wait to get Omni Slash first. Is there anywhere better for than Medeal for grinding? Not really, Anthony. Medeal is by far the best location on Disc 1 to do grinding. You just get a lot of experience, a lot of AP. You name it, you get it. Gil as well is also nice to get there, although Gil's not as important because you're going to be more focused on mastering your all materias. But there we have it. Maybe, Dom. Maybe. If it gets popular, maybe. Oh no, I wouldn't assault your ears with an album, really. That'd be terrible. Right then, so first of all, I'm just going to go to the item shop here and sell some of those all materials that we've been mastering. How many have I got? 1, 2, 3. Nice. So 1.4 million. Look at that. We've now got 5.7 million gil. So we are well on our way, 30 hours into the adventure, to the, well, actually, we're not really well on our way to the 99 million that we need for the trophy. But hey, that's like 5 million that we won't need to get now towards it. So that's why I'm saying I'm not specifically farming for that guild trophy at the moment. But I am just making sure that I've always got all materials in double slots. So that as we just play through the game naturally, we can earn some AP, get some all materia mastered, get them sold. And that's just a lot less to do then when we do need to start farming this later on during Disc 3. Once we have access to the final dungeon. Yeah, Beyond Midgar says, notice the fighter jet. It's unusual, that, isn't it? Can you see it there, guys? It's like a crashed jet, just resting upon this giant skull thing, isn't it? It's like, where the heck's that come from? Oh, well, thank you, Markham. That's very kind of you. But yeah, it's really strange. And yes, Nicole is right. There's also a rocket in the church as well. That's where you run around knocking the barrels over on that particular screen. Which is kind of unusual. But there we have it. You have 40 million gil, Anthony. Goodness me. Yeah, normally I would agree with you, Dark Swordsman. 5 million gil, or close to 6 million on Disc 1. But in the context of the gil trophy that we need to get, which is 99 million plus... I still feel really poor, to tell you the truth. Oh, thanks, Car Gamer. Yeah, hopefully we'll get it all sorted. I'm not too stressed about it now that I've had time to just mull it over and go through all of the claims and stuff and contest them all. There's not really a whole lot else that can be done at the minute, so we'll see what happens with all of that. Right, one thing to mention, by the way, I did go to the shop to sell the materia, but you can also purchase diamond bangles and rune armlet here. Oh, a couple of people suggested as well that we put Barrett and... Not Barrett, sorry. Red 13 and... who was it? Yuffie into the party. I think it was Red Mario suggested that. So let's first of all go ahead and swap them into the party. Do you get the best dialogue with these two, do you? During the events of the City of the Ancients? Let me just check their gear here. Right, so we've got double growth on Red 13. Yeah, that's what we want. Yeah, rune armlet. And I guess we'll give the championship belt to Red 13. It's quite a nice item, actually. Okay, so Yuffie can keep the twin Viper here. I would love to see Red 13 in the new Final Fantasy VII Remake trailer, Blake. It's one of the things they've been holding off on, isn't it? A lot of people are still getting worried that's because he's not in the game. But I don't think that's the case. I think he is in the game. They just want to not show us everything at once. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Red 13, and I hope we do get to see him sooner rather than later. So let's go ahead and purchase a rune armlet. No, 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 no! I don't want to do this yet. But, we should be able to do this. I think if we go up here, it's around this location. I do want to buy a rune armlet. Okay. I'm just trying to remember how to start digging. It's been a while since I did this bit. Okay, that's it. We just select done. There we go. I've got it. Okay. Yeah, magic pots, this isn't Claire, are great for maxing out materia. The thing that's the absolute best, though, is the mover enemy. It's an orange football. And you get 3 of them in a battle. And you get 2,400 AP for that battle. Tripled if you're using a triple weapon for growth. Magic pots are also very good. I think you get 1,000 for magic pots. Right, hopefully that'll give us the item. Alright, we can learn Death Sentence coming up again as well, can we? Yeah, we have learned it, I think. Oh, there we go, the Lunar Harp. We have learned it, I believe, on 1 enemy skill, but not on the other. Maybe we've got it on 2. I'll have to check. And I think we have got it on 2, actually. But we will be getting a 3rd enemy skill materia soon as well. So, right then, I'm going to purchase a rune armlet. We're going to give that to Yuffie. And then we'll just sort out materia. There it is. Probably don't need the gem ring at the moment. Let's give her something else. Maybe we'll give her the sprint shoes for the haste. And if we go to exchange here. Ah, okay, Barrett. Interesting, interesting. Let's just give all the armour here to Yuffie. And swap the weapon stuff. There we go. Ah. This is how we have to do it. It only works on the first 4 slots, unfortunately. Because that's the amount of slots that Red 13 has. There we go. Yeah, that's all fine, I think. As long as I'm levelling up the, what do you call it? The all materias, then I'm fairly happy. Right, restore. Oh, no, we don't really need that. We have leveled up. We've actually maxed out a restore materia. We will level this up just to have a second. But it's not required by any stretch. Preemptive, have an HP plus for your trouble. And anything else here? Maybe cover. No, I'll probably give that to Yuffie, actually. Yeah, counter attack. Oops. That's better. Okay, let's get rid of restore for now. Don't really need it. Right, we'll level up the one we're already leveling. And revive. Revive is very important. We've actually almost maxed the revive out. That's really nice. Right, sorry guys. Going to try and catch up on some of your messages here. Been falling behind a little bit. Right, let's just go ahead and save before we continue on. Now that we've gone ahead and got the Lunar Harp and sorted out materials and stuff. Right, what are you guys saying? There's probably all manner of tips and that you guys are sharing that I've missed out on here. Okay. Yeah, definitely, Wes. Just saw your message there about there not being strikes. If I had that many strikes all at once, that would be the end of the channel. Yes, I believe it is Survey Fim. At least that's what people tend to say, anyway. Yep, I'm going to use Yuffie and Red 13 as per your suggestion, Red Mario, now. Okay, right. Summoning materia in the next area. Dark Swordsman says. Yes, that's the Kujata materia, I believe you mean. Or the one you're talking about. And I'm pretty sure I've got that already. I'll just check. Yeah, it's that one there. I've already been leveling it up. I actually got this as soon as the Tiny Bronco became available. But you're right. If you haven't got that, then that's where you want to get it in the next area coming up. Dig up Bahamut Zero. Yeah, I think there's a couple of things that we can grab. But it's mostly stuff like Megalixiers. The only problem is I don't exactly know where they'd be. Let's go for good treasure, shall we? Hey, morning, Tony. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for stopping by on the stream. Yeah, it sounds like it's a big problem that's on at the moment that's going round. Let me just see. Disc 1. Where are we? Bone Village. Digs. See if there's anything obvious that Google wants to show us. Go into images. Otherwise, we'll be here all day if we're trying to do it manually. Okay, there's something up at the top here. The bunt line. We'll grab that. If it was strikes, I would probably do everything I could to contest its Serenity. Simply moving channels. It wouldn't really help, to tell you the truth. I couldn't set up a new YouTube channel, first of all, because if you've been banned from copyright strikes, you're not allowed to do that. They'll just ban you again. But moving to Twitch and that, I don't know if I'd do that immediately. I would probably do that as a last resort, but I would do everything I could first to contest it. I have had a copyright strike before that was false, and that put sanctions on my account to stop me uploading, but I contested it, and that was removed very quickly by YouTube, so hopefully, as long as, you know, you follow the law, not the law so much, but YouTube's rules, then if you do get those things happen, you can usually get them removed. At least that's been my experience so far, but we'll see what happens with all these claims and that. Right, then what am I doing here? Okay. Hiya, Rod. Welcome to the stream. And Mark as well. Good day. Hey, Jonathan Page. Thank you. Yeah, good to see all you folks stopping by today. Great to see that Final Fantasy VII, the original game, is still so darn popular. Right, we'll see if we manage to get the, what was it I said, bunt line or something. Well, actually, beyond Midgar, I suppose she had to get here somehow, didn't she? Oh, it was a potion. Maybe it was a normal treasure. Or maybe we just didn't dig in the exact correct location or something, I don't know. Red Mario says he put in chat exactly where they are 4 times. Yeah, I didn't see that, sorry, Red Mario, any of the times that you did it. I'm looking at a map which says to do it here. So maybe I just had it in slightly the incorrect location. We'll try again. What time is it for me? It is 54 minutes past 2 in the afternoon at the moment, Tony. Yeah, sorry guys, if you've been putting stuff in chat, Red Mario says he has been, about where to dig and stuff. Then unfortunately I've not seen it. Oh, thanks Red Mario, I've got your message this time. Yeah, I'm trying to get the bunt line now, the one that you put last. There we go. So there's one. One down, as they say. Yeah, that's right, Mark. Lots of videos got copyrighted falsely. So I've gone ahead and contested all of them. It took me a long time to do that, but we'll see what happens. It can take up to 30 days for a response, which is really annoying. Hey, morning, Stephen. Yeah, it never does, Nicole. Very much excited to play the remake. Right, so we've got the bunt line. What was the bunt line, by the way? I'm not sure. I believe there's a Mega Elixir then. So Red Mario says... Okay. I'll think about here. Let's try, shall we? We'll just click done. Okay, so what's happened with this copyright claiming stuff, the way I understand it, is that the network, Illustrated Sound Music or whatever it was, I've never heard of it to tell you the truth, the network that's done all these claims, not only on my videos, but on many, many other creators' videos as well, what they've done is they've got one of their, I don't know how this has happened, but they've taken one of their YouTube channels from one of their networked partners that uploads gameplay stuff from various games. There's the Mega Elixir. It's got about 1,000 subscribers, this channel, and they've taken this channel and stuck it into the content ID system, which means that now every game this guy has played that matches any game that anybody else has played is being flagged as his content. So games like Final Fantasy 13-2, Kingdom Hearts, Bloodborne, all the games this guy's covered on his channel are now being detected on other channels as being his content. So why they've done this, I have absolutely no idea. There's no way in a million years that ultimately YouTube are going to allow this to continue. So something is going to be done. Somebody mentioned that the network themselves have now responded to say it was an accident or a bug or something, which could very well be the case. But I think they're going to find themselves in a bit of trouble, to be honest with you, because YouTube takes its copyright systems very, very seriously. You have to go through multiple screens before you make a claim that you're absolutely sure that you are, you know, right to make this claim. And to make so many false claims like this, whether it's an accident or not, hopefully, you know, there does need to be some accountability, because it's a real time sink and worry for creators that have to go through and contest everything. We'll see what happens, though. Okay, so we've got the Mega Elixir, we've got the bunt line. Of course, we've gone ahead and got the Lunar Harp. Forgot what it was called then. Right. So there's a couple of other things. Right there where you speak to him, there's something else. Okay. Red Mario says, right here. So let's go for good treasure. I know that a lot of treasure doesn't appear, though, until the later discs. So that's just something to bear in mind as well. We can't get everything here. This is where we get the W item materia from later on, isn't it? Yeah, I don't really like the Great Glacier. This isn't clear. It's a little bit frustrating trying to get that place done and dusted. Okay, the mop to dig up as well. Actually, I think the mop is a little bit more central. So, I don't know what we're going to get here. Let's have a look, shall we? Oops, I did not mean to do that. Oh, it's still there, that's good. Yeah, nothing. Okay. Right then. Okay, so next up, we're going to go for good treasure. I'm not sure why the Lunar Harp is still an option. But apparently, that's going to just be the way that things are going to be here. So let's go ahead and order a search on this bit. Yeah, this is the X shape that Red Mario's talking about, I believe. So this is where the mop should be, which is a weapon for Sid, maybe? Ah, potion. Let's try that again, shall we? Maybe it wasn't quite central enough. Are you Pre? Yeah, no worries, Pre. Welcome to the stream. I hope your meeting went okay. Right, done. Let's go ahead and blow and then dig again. Right, I'm trying to speed through this now. Let's see what we get. Yes, thank you, Ed Mario. So I will be doing that Fort Condor battle. Oh, come on. It's got to be around there. It's definitely around there. Right, let's try again. Let's maybe plant a couple of people. Can we do that? Try and pinpoint it a little bit more. Oh, I always get lost around the Great Glacier, Steve. We'll see what happens, though. The last time I screwed up and didn't get the Alexander materia. Okay. Right, so they are pointing to the middle here, aren't they? Oh, I can't get in. I've locked myself out. No! Okay, I put them too close. Right, I won't get anything that time. Oh, no, I did. I got it. I got them up. Apparently, they're all facing inwards, which I didn't go to, but we still got it anyhow. Weird. I don't understand it sometimes. Okay, I think that's everything now. We can't get some of the other items, like the W item materia or the key to Sector 5, is it? Until later on. So, we'll come back for that. Right, next up then, we're going into the tunnel at the top. Not particularly, Tony, I'll be honest with you. Everything's pretty much same as. How about on your side of things? So we need to make sure that we get the scene. Now, just one thing to note. As Dark Swordsman Gaming and Guides it was mentioned, you can get the Kajata materia around here. But I've already got it. We got it when we first picked up the Tiny Bronco, so it won't appear for me. But if you haven't got it, it will appear as a little red floating orb that pops in and out of the trees here. So make sure you do get that. Hey, John, welcome to the stream. Okay, well, I think that's it then. I think that was the scene. I think we can now actually go back. By the way, what is this purple dot here on the trees? It's always there. I never know what it is. Is it just a glitch? It's there on every playthrough I do of this game. Can you guys see that? Like a little few purple pixels just sitting there on the branch. Okay, yeah, so we got all the items from the digging. Next up, we're going to be heading back to Fort Condor. As long as I can get the Alexander materia, then I'll be happy. I'll enjoy that place as long as I don't miss out on it. Yep, I'm heading back to Fort Condor now, Red Mario. Yeah, just to clarify then, guys. Okay, so we can't go this way. Let's speed it up. We do have to go around the long way, around the continents. They don't make it easy for us, do they? Yeah, so just to clarify then, guys, I know I've mentioned this, but just because some of you probably have just seen and wondering what's going on. I have got the red summer materia, the Kajata materia. It's just I picked it up when we first got access to the Tiny Bronco, which is why you didn't see me get it there and then. But if you didn't do that, then you'll probably want to get it at that point. Hi, Dylan. Good afternoon. Yeah, I did, Chelsea. Not on this playthrough, because I've seen it so many times before, but in the past. It always looks to me like to be some kind of purple and independent materia. Maybe like cover or something. But yeah, it's nothing, is it? It's just a deception that the game's playing on us. Right then, let's go ahead and rest up and save up before we actually get into the battle itself. And it won't come any surprise to you guys, the strategy I'm going to be going for is the usual one. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, I wish the rewards were a little better for Fort Condor. Maybe if we got like a nice piece of armour or a weapon each time. Oh, that sounds awesome, Tony. Yeah, we have a rabbit. I can't have any animals in the house, unfortunately. Not furry animals, because we have too many allergies. But we do have a rabbit, which the kids love. So, that's about it for our animal experience, though. Yeah, I think I actually missed out on it last time, Dark Swordsman. I don't think I got Alexander at all until we managed to get the Master Summon materia much later on. So, one way or another, I am going to get it this time, even if it means having to reload in order to do so. Okay, so I believe this is pretty much the same battle as before, but some of the units might be different. But it's another 41. Alright guys, I won't be able to focus too much on your comments at the moment, unfortunately. Okay. Let's get some defenders going over here. And over here as well, of course. There we go. Why is it in this game, whenever you encounter an enemy, you have to reset the command that you'd already issued in attacking them? I never get that. It never makes sense to me. It's really annoying, in fact. Right, let's get this next one attacked here. Last time, on the previous battle, we didn't get an enemy appear on this side once we killed the first one, so maybe we'll get it on this one as well. Yeah, that sounds about right, Dark Swordsman. Hopefully, we'll get through it this time. I'm going to focus a little bit more than I did before. Because, like I said, I do not want to miss out on the Alexander materia. And there we have it. It says enemy 0 on the left. Bacon says, I had a pig. In a previous house I lived in, actually, there was a small black pot-bellied pig that lived next door. And it used to always escape its enclosure. And the one night we had a power cut. And we heard a rustling in the kitchen and didn't know what it was. So I went in the dark. And something brushed past my feet. It scared the heck out of me. And when I got the torch, the pot-bellied pig has made its way into our house and was just chilling in the kitchen, eating the crumbs off the floor. Its name was Igor. It was an awesome little pig and it loved people. I've never seen pigs so people-friendly before, but that was awesome. Yeah, 3 times speed. Yeah, the problem with 3 times speed, I find, John, when doing that, is that I'm just not fast enough to issue commands. And with the turbo speed on, by the time I've issued commands, more enemies have started to pop up, which actually drags the battle out even longer. So I tend to keep turbo speed turned off on the Fort Condor battles. But yeah, if you're snappy enough with the controller, I suspect you can make them go even faster than the way that we do it here. I have never played, I've never played it, KK, Dark Souls. I did dabble in Bloodborne once. I even streamed it a few times, which was fun. But, yeah, I think I'm too old now for those sort of games. My reactions are just too slow and too weak. I reckon I'll probably be using the tactical mode in Final Fantasy VII Remake quite often. Right, okay, so that's the next Fort Condor. That was battle number 11, which means that next up we're going for number 12, but that won't be until we've just progressed a little bit further. But not a whole lot further. A couple of these are really easy to miss. You got to be careful. A couple of these battles at Fort Condor here, because they're only available for a short time. It's when you rest in the city of the ancients, Red Mario says. Hey, Zaruk. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing, dude? You been having a nice week? Has it been as cold for you where you are? Because you're near Yorkshire, aren't you? As it has been for us. Because it's been very chilly in this part of the UK. Oh, no, Pre. Yeah, that would have been a little bit more frightening, finding an alligator. Oh, no. That's terrifying, in fact. Ah, good job, KK. Hi, Shane. I'm doing good, thanks. How are you? Okay, Red Mario. Yes, and then when's Battle 13? That's going to be way onto Disc 2 then, isn't it? Or maybe not way into Disc 2, but into Disc 2. Okay. Right, we'll turn off the no encounters thing. Because there are a couple of enemies perhaps that might be useful. Oh, that's good to hear, Zaruk. I mean, good to hear that you're okay, not that it's cold. You know what I mean. Yeah, it's good to see you drop by, Shane. How's life been treating you? Oh, no, Corey. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, normally, however cold it is down here, it's going to be a lot colder for you guys up in the north, isn't it? I don't believe you can get Phoenix on Disc 1, no. I think you have to make sure you finished all of the other Fort Condor battles. So, can take a bit of time. Oh, Scott. Yeah, I did something wise today, though, before the stream. I made sure to have the heater on for about an hour or so before I came into this place. Just to make sure that we are nicely warmed up. Right, okay, so here's our first item. The water ring is actually useful in the upcoming boss battle, isn't it? Because it guards against water. And the upcoming boss battle inflicts water-based attacks. Oh, did you manage to get through it though, Shane? Did you get through it in one piece and come out the other end with all the items? If you did, well done, because that place is an utter nuisance. It's a real nightmare, the Great Crystal. I'm still flipping traumatised by it when people mention it, even today. Like 2 years or 3 years later, having done that playthrough. I reckon it's inevitable, Tony, that we'll be getting the remake on PC, along with Xbox. But for now, Sony and Square are sticking to their guns in stating that it's PS4 only. Cosmo Memory, what a terrible limit break. Right, I'm going to need Yuffie to finish these guys off. For purposes of building up her limit break, since Red 13 has his. He doesn't need to do so. So maybe we can try and aqualung them all to death. Hey, Cloud. And Forged in Fire. Welcome, folks. Ooh, a survivor. Is that the ultimate weapon, is it, Lomax? Oh no, that's what you get for killing him, isn't it? Hey! Right, dazers are very useful actually because they cause paralysis. But yeah, we've actually just leveled up Revive, which is a really nice materia to get leveled because Life 2 is particularly useful when combined with the final attack materia later on. But also, if you can get a couple of these, then you can obviously combine them on various different characters as well, which is really good. Well, I'm glad that helped, KK. Yeah, some of those manipulation techniques were very, very useful, I've got to say. Oh, yeah, no, why would they put Hastagar in that place? In the Great Crystal. Right, okay, well, let's move on to the next area here. I don't think there's anything else to grab around here. We just need to make our way back over to the world map, to tell you the truth. Oops, no, we do want your fate. Let's try something else this time, shall we? Let's try Beta. Yeah, there we go. That's more like it. One shot all round. Oh, I didn't actually put anything in place of Life 2 to level up, did I? Was it Yuffie that's doing that? Nope. Okay, it was Red 13. Could start leveling up the next one, but I don't think that's a priority right now. In fact, none of these materials are all that prioritable, if that's a word. Maybe we could start leveling up Speed Plus. Well, I also suspect Final Fantasy VII Remake will be making its way to the PS5. It might even be a launch title for the PS5. Maybe with some improvements to it and stuff as well. Okay, so we haven't got access to Fort Condor Battle number 12 just yet. We're not far away though. So I am just trying to stay focused on that so we don't miss it out. I think, Dark Swordsman, for Final Fantasy VII, the strongest boss is probably Emerald Weapon. In my opinion, a lot of people might pick Ruby Weapon because of the fact that he ejects 2 people from battle. But even when you're soloing Ruby Weapon, I actually find he's consistently easier to defeat than Emerald Weapon. Who, even with the right strategy, Emerald Weapon, if things go a little bit off, can just cause a lot of problems and end the battle very quickly. So we're going to start by going over to the right. Ah, Trick Play. Okay, Red Mario. Yeah, that's the one that can teach level 4 suicide, isn't it? But we can actually get another enemy skill materia now, which is why I wasn't too worried about that. So first of all, we'll grab an item from up here. I like the music to this zone. Something very nostalgic about it, isn't there? Yeah, both Ruby Weapon and Emerald Weapon are fantastic challenges to try and beat. I'm looking forward to seeing them in the remake. No doubt there's going to be a whole load of other challenges that are new as well added. Ultimate bosses, especially for the first game that's coming out next year. Because Emerald and Ruby probably won't be in that since that would be too soon. So, this is an interesting place, isn't it? The City of the Ancients. Has this place just remained unoccupied since the Ancients lived here thousands of years ago? What do I think is the hardest fight in this game? It depends on the context, Tony. Out of all the battles, I'd probably say Emerald Weapon is the hardest. Now, in the context of you're playing the game through normally, you're not particularly fussed about the optional battles, you're just wanting to do the story, and you're not over-leveling your characters or anything, then I actually think bosses like Lost Number and Demon's Gate are very challenging. Obviously, we've trivialised them on this playthrough because we've prepared our party and stuff, but if you don't do that, But you know, they are quite hard. So we're going to rest at this point. And then we can grab that elusive enemy skill materia. The third of 4. In fact, you only really need 3 enemy skills materias. Because you can only have 3 in battle. 3 party members in battle at any one time. But we are going to be going for all 4 once the 4th becomes available a little later on. Oh yeah, good point, Yum Yum. At the moment, Shane, I've been streaming Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, 2:30 PM UK time. I reckon when the remake comes out next year, there we go, the enemy skill materia. I'll probably try and pick those up a little bit, at least initially, as we try and make some good progress. Yeah, he is very tough actually. Although in the Zodiac Age, I think the final Trials level is probably the hardest boss. In fact, that is an insane level of difficulty. It really is. Okay, now we're going back for the Fort Condor battle. Before we do anything else. Oh, okay. A little bit of a cutscene. We'll probably want to give this to somebody. Let's just go for Red 13 since he hasn't got one. And we'll start learning some enemy skills once again. I'm not going to be too fussed about getting them all at this stage, though. Mostly because of the fact that, you know, we'll be getting that 4th enemy skill later. And we'll have to repeat the whole process again if we do that. Yep, going all the way back to Fort Condor for battle number 12. When's battle number 13? Because that's at the start of Disc 3, isn't it? Sorry, Disc 2 even. So I think it's actually the same run back that we've got to do then that we're doing now. All the way back from Bone Village. So you got to be careful because these battles can be missed if you're not paying attention. Yeah, we've got to go this way. Keep forgetting, unfortunately, we have to go the long way round. All the way back round to the west. Okay, and down we go. Ah, hey, the buggy's still there. I forgot about that thing. Yeah, I've actually got 3 enemy skills in total, as in 3 of the actual materias. So we'll go in, do the battle, and then make our way back to Bone Village. I'm sure Aeris can wait for a moment. Now, I don't have 4 enemy skills yet because the 4th doesn't become available until you can access the High Wind, I think it is. And we don't yet have access to that. Because you get it coughed up from the Chocobo, don't you? Which we can't yet reach. So, I've only got 3 at the minute. But that's the 3 that you can get by this point. Yeah, I gave the 3rd enemy skill material we just got to Red 13, who doesn't have any equipped at the moment. Okay, there we go. Right, we'll see what happens. Hopefully this will go as fast as the others. Right, defenders. And over here. Oh, come on. Give me space. That's better. Right. You've platinum Final Fantasy VII, have you, Shane? Ah, congratulations. I'm happy that we've got some of the awkward trophies out of the way on this playthrough, like the Best Bromance trophy. And what was the other one we got? Oh, yeah, to get Great Gospel. Learned on Aeris. Oh, I can't cast Great Gospel again now. That's really annoying. Oh, they're coming in thick and fast here, these enemies. Right, if anything appears here, we'll have to kill it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes, we've done it. Okay, well, that wasn't too bad. Oh, I don't know if they're going to show that Serenity. I reckon they'll wait until the game comes out. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Right, another 5 X potions. Wow, we're getting tons of X potions for doing this mini game, aren't we? Red Mario says, did Angelo search first time last night and the first thing you got was a Force Armlet? Nice, that's for Rinoa's Limit Break, isn't it? And you got a Moon Curtain, Healing Ring and some GF stuff. Oh, not a bad haul then, Red Mario. I don't think you can get ribbon in your version of the game from it though, can you? Which is unfortunate. Oh, you got the platinum for the Steam version of Final Fantasy VII, KK. Is that the same trophies, achievements, as is in the PS4 version that I'm playing? Oh, you had to master all the materia in that game as well. Hey, nice job, Dark Swordsman. Yeah, I've never actually platinumed Final Fantasy XIII. So I've never actually played it on the channel either. Maybe if it gets re-released on PS4 as a remastered version or something, that'd be a great excuse to play that game. Since I enjoyed it, I know it's controversial for its being so linear and whatnot. But it's still a lot of fun, I think. Yeah, I've platinumed Final Fantasy VIII, Final Fantasy XII... Final Fantasy 15, Final Fantasy something or other, I think. And hopefully 7 will be next. I've never really focused on trophies until recently. Well, the last couple of years or so. Right, let's go ahead and save. We need to be pushing on, actually, because I want to complete this one today. Yeah, there's a wealth of Final Fantasy knowledge on these live streams, which is awesome. So many of you guys have got the platinums and stuff. It's very impressive. Have you got to this 3 now, Serenity? Ah, that's annoying, KK, because you only have a limit of 200, don't you? Maybe they thought it was just too much to do, or it just wasn't a fair trophy to try and get. Which is why they never included it on the PS4 version. Well, there's still a few items we can grab from the next area here. I think at this point, actually, one thing I'm going to do is just go ahead and make another save file. So should we wish to repeat this next section of the game, since it is quite a milestone, we'll be able to do so. It's called Icicle Area. Probably won't remember that that's the part of the game that we're at here, but who knows. I've not heard any, Shane, myself, of there being any Final Fantasy IX talk. I did hear some talk about Final Fantasy VIII. I think it was maybe Yoshinori Kitase, or one of the veterans, anyway, of the Final Fantasy, you know, production team, speaking about a potential Final Fantasy VIII remake. There's another save point here. I might use that as my backup save if I can actually get in. Come on. There we go. Let's grab the magic source first. Then we'll save again. Only so that I know the name of the area, Forgotten Capital. I know that's the end of disc 1, if that makes sense. Whereas Icicle area, I'll be thinking is disc 2. Yeah, it seems more lately, a lot of the Final Fantasy games, as they get re-released, the Platinum trophies aren't quite as intense as they used to be for some of the older games. I noticed with Final Fantasy X, there were some pretty, and Final Fantasy IX, there were some pretty nasty trophies associated with that to get the Platinum. But then with Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age, it wasn't easy, but it wasn't as bad. And then the same with Final Fantasy VIII. We did that quite quickly, didn't we? That Platinum, all things considered. So. Right, there's another item we can grab. Peter Young has donated 23 Super Chat. Well, thank you, Peter. That's very kind of you. Appreciate the support. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. Right, let's turn off turbo speed here. Okay, there's the chest. I knew there was one in here somewhere. The Aurora Armlet. Yeah, I did see that myself, Pre. Lieutenant Fuzz. Well, thank you, Peter. Make sure you get the comic materia. Yeah, good point. A few people have mentioned that already. Okay, so I think we need to go for the northern path to get that one, don't we? So we'll do that next. I thought I would send my best of luck for earlier. I left a comment on the video for you. Yeah, no, thank you, Peter. That is very kind of you. Thank you. Yeah, Final Fantasy X was a lot more controversial, I think, than people remember. I actually enjoyed it myself. Some of the voice acting and the dialogue was very poor. But then I do kind of remember that it was the first time that a Final Fantasy game had gone that route of having voice acting and stuff. So it was always never going to be perfect. And it has improved a lot since. As in like Final Fantasy XII. It's a lot better, for example. But oh, try not to think about that, Scott. It's probably an insane amount, isn't it? Definitely a lot more than $800. I can imagine that for sure. Right, so the comic materia is in here. No, we're before Roxana, and welcome to the stream. There it is, just chilling up here. So it's really important we grab this. In fact, I'm going to equip it straight away. Comet, especially Comet 2, is really, really nice. Very, very powerful. Let's get rid of some of this stuff that we're not even using. And we'll give Red 13 Comet. Now, Comet, as a little tip for you guys, as far as I'm aware, does not work with all materia. Now, Comet is not an AoE effect, but it doesn't work with all. It's still single target. However, Comet 2 is an AoE effect, but we haven't learned that yet. We need to get 12,000 AP. Ah, Shane. That's insane. That's a lot of platinum trophies right there. That is a lot of platinums. Yeah, I've never played the Xenogears games myself, Joseph. But a few people have recommended them to me. So maybe one day we can have a look at them together on the channel. Okay, right, I think we've done everything now. So, I hope you guys are ready. Because we're pretty much at that point that you know is coming. Well, that's an interesting context, KK, to be playing this part of the game, isn't it? That is interesting. Ah, I guess we can make our backup save here, actually. Let's do so, shall we? Just in case we ever want to replay this bit. One thing I have got to do is equip the watering. But we could actually do that before we actually speak to Aeris. Let's get it on you, Faye. So the watering actually drains water attacks, which is helpful because the next boss does water attacks, a lot of them. Yum Yum says turn back. Yeah, the only way to keep Aerith alive is to actually not play any further. Xenogears has a very heavy religious base, but if you can look past it, you can see an amazing story. Oh, that's interesting then, Pre. Because game breaking glitch without expansions. What was that game, Lomax? Sorry, guys, I think I've missed most of your messages here, making my backup saves. A remaster. I've never played the original Legend of Dragoon, Shane. I kept thinking I had when people were asking me before, but the game I played back in the day was called Legend of Legaia. Legend of Dragoon is one of those games I've never played, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. The only reason I haven't played it is it's never been re-released on any of the modern systems, so I'm hoping Sony will rectify that and do so. Okay then, folks. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, Pre. Okay. This is it then. The event. We've put it off long enough, I believe. Make sure you have all 3 elemental materials equipped. And here we go. So Cloud is being controlled, the Genova cells in his body, by Sephiroth. Yeah. So we can learn Aqualung from the next boss. And I will do so. Hello, Aerith. How are you doing? Uh-oh. Ooh. Don't just stand there, Cloud. Do something. Oh, Sephiroth. Bit of a baddie, isn't he? Yeah. Good point, Peter. Aerith's like the last of the ancients. And Sephiroth's taken care of that. Cloud is just standing there the whole time. So is his party members. Sephiroth just murders poor Aeris. How's this going to play out in the remake? Yeah, I'll be honest, folks. This moment shocked me when I played it through, originally. Back in the day. Got something caught in my moustache thing. That bit of fuzz that's stuck above my lip. I don't know what it is, but I can't get rid of it. It's kind of annoying when I'm trying to be in the moment here with Final Fantasy VII. Through the most iconic scene. Look at Sephiroth just standing there, all proud of his achievement. Stabbing the poor heartless... Oh, he is heartless for stabbing the poor defenseless rather, Aerith. Yeah, who's more evil, Palpatine or Sephiroth? Yeah, this was the moment, I think, in my life, playing this through in 1997, when I realised what gaming was. That it wasn't just a childish form of entertainment outside of, you know, other forms of art and stuff, but it was in there with them, if not perhaps even closer to the top of the list of what art form could be, because it just invoked every kind of emotion, didn't it? Up until this point for me, before Final Fantasy VII, gaming was really all about, you know, platforming and Sonic and Mario, and don't get me wrong, I love those games and I still do to this day, but they're very different to what you get in a role-playing game like Final Fantasy VII. And it was just such a new thing for me back then. It really was. We need to be careful because some of these attacks are very strong. Now, Genova Life has 10,000 HP. So we need to wait until we get Aqualung. You can actually cast Earth attacks like Quake 2. Because Genova Life is susceptible to those. Hi Darren, welcome to the stream. Here Fuzz holding in a cry. Yeah. Because I've done this about 10 times now, I can just about hold it back. Yeah, cast full life, Roxana says on Aerith. Nah, we're too traumatised to think of doing something like that. I couldn't really get into The Last of Us myself. I did try it. I don't think newer games suck, by the way. I'm just speaking generally here. I know I'm in the minority there. And I'm not saying I hated the game. I actually liked it. I just was so busy when I was playing it. It really had to be something to grasp me, to keep me intrigued enough to keep going, and it never did, unfortunately. Right, let's just go ahead and cast Big Guard here. All I want is a Aqualung attack. Oh yes, thanks Redman. I've just seen your message just as I've cast Big Guard there. Maybe we need to go ahead and do a little bit more damage before Aqualung gets thrust into the battle. Because right now we're just getting blue lights. This boss only does water-based attacks, so it's impossible for us to lose. Even if Cloud and Red 13 got killed, Yuffie would stay alive. Well, no, it's not impossible for us to lose. We could attack ourselves and kill ourselves. But you know what I mean. Right, let's get a couple more attacks. for the finisher, use Omni Slash. Yeah, it's going to take a bit of time to get Cloud's limit gauge built up to that point, but if I can, I will. Come on, Aqualung. Ugh. Let's speed things up a bit, shall we? Oh, there it is. Wonderful. Ah, it hardly did any damage. But the good thing is that we've learned Aqualung. That's the main thing. Maybe we can try and finish off with an Omni Slash then. I need to give cover to Cloud to get it a little bit more consistently. Oh, do you know Life cannot do anything now? Or her skill power, her MP has vanquished. It's gone. Okay. Well, let's just unleash some standard attacks then. Oh, thanks for that, KK. Do you know that only uses Aqualung below 40% health? Mo, not too shabby. 6,400 points of damage. I think that's the strongest attack I've seen so far on this playthrough. And we get the Wizard Bracelet. So that wasn't particularly challenging. Even Aqualung didn't do a whole lot of damage without Wall or without Big Guard active either. Yeah, I don't think I've had the combination of Red 13 and Yuffie with Cloud here. Yeah, they're very excited for Christmas, Peter. We're putting the decorations and stuff up tomorrow. It's a little bit early for me to do that, the 5th of December. But I don't think I can hold them off any longer. They're nagging me every day, so I've said we can do it tomorrow. Yeah, that was on Cosmo Memory, wasn't it, Pri? I noticed that. I thought it doesn't normally sound like that, does it? Right, this is what I don't get. Can somebody explain this to me? Right now, Cloud is walking. Look, he's just standing there, isn't he? There's no way Cloud is floating. He's standing. Which means that that water cannot be very deep. Oh, Scott. Look. What has happened? Where's the ground gone? Cloud was just standing there. It kind of takes you out of the moment to have such a big error like that. But there we go. Goodbye, Aeris. See you in the remake. Don't go dying on us, please. Your wife put up decorations 2 weeks ago. Yeah, you need to stand your ground a bit, Scott. Although, to be honest with you, I probably would have not done the same either. So, yeah. I thought the 5th of December was quite early. But the kids want to do it. I've warned them they'll probably be bored of them before the end, before Christmas shows around, but they're insisting they won't. Fair enough, Joseph. Fair enough. Yeah, he could be on a ledge. Yeah, we'll go with that, David. since the week before Halloween. I bet that makes your street look pretty, though, KK. Having the Christmas stuff up. Right, let's go ahead and save. End of... Ooh, notice a little change there. End of part 1 as opposed to end of disc 1. Wow, they went all out with this re-release. Okay, so we can save here because that's the backup file if we want to play that event again. Right, there we have it then. We are now officially on disc 2. Yay! Right, and I believe now we can actually go ahead and make our way over to Fort Condor. So we'll just go through the stuff here, the cutscenes. And we've got the whole snowy section coming up, which is probably the most annoying part for me because I screwed up last time trying to get the Alexander materia. A lot of people said it isn't too bad though, so maybe we'll enjoy it a bit more this time. But before we do any of that, let's make our way back out. Oh, well, we are just going to finish off the Fort Condor stuff before we finish off today's episode. So we still have access to Tiny Bronco. We'll go and ride it back to Fort Condor, at which point we'll proceed with the story. But yeah, like you say, that'll be in the next stream. I never bother with carob nuts yet, Red Mario. And the reason for that is that you don't need them, in my opinion. Not until you do chocobo breeding, which is later on. And you can just steal them then. I'd rather just do it then, rather than now. Because they're kind of annoying. They have a lot of health. They have like 30-something thousand points of health. Okay, you don't have to actually kill them. I will certainly do a video on carob nuts, Red Mario. I'll just wait until a little bit later on, though. Right, let's go ahead and do the battle. This is battle number 13. We can also get some of those enemy skills that we haven't got on our third enemy skill materia while we're out and about here, such as White Wind, Beta. Not trying, unfortunately, because we need to wait until we've got the fourth enemy skill materia before we try and get that. Right, we'll go for the usual strategy here. Hopefully it'll work the same way. Almost time for breakfast. Well, it's 5 to 4 here in the UK. So a little bit past breakfast time for us. Okay, what is this? This is a beast. So we want attackers. So slightly different setup here. Oh, come on. Just want to get another attacker in. There we go. Okay, that's one down. No, another one. And another one. Right, let's get these on the attack. And hopefully we'll get these guys destroyed then before any more spawn. That's the plan right now anyway. Yeah, this is what annoys me in this minigame. You've already told them to attack, but then when they reach the enemy, you have to tell them again. It's like, why? Why do I need to do that? I didn't quite say that, Serenity. I'm more concerned about why you heard that and what's going through your mind to have made you think I said that. Right, we did it! Another Fort Condor battle done. Yeah, see you later, Roxana. You've probably gone by the time I say goodbye, but have a good day. Hey, 3 elixirs. Yeah, they do have a lot of health, don't they? Is that how much it is? I knew it was over 30,000, Red Mario. But 33,333. Right then, okay, so before we do anything else, let's make sure we have Manipulate equipped. We have. Wonderful. And if we just head over here by Junon, we should be able to get White Wind. May as well do it while we're here is all I'm thinking. Yeah, we should be in the right location. Yeah, that's what we want. No counterattacks, please. Okay, White Wind learned on our 3rd enemy skill. Oh, I'm not sure, to be honest, Peter. Maybe it'd be like a strategy game. StarCraft style or something. But I'm not sure. We'll have to find out. If they actually are going to implement it. They might not. I might have to give Yuffie the counter attack because I need her to be leveling up her enemy skill, limit breaks. Okay then. Well, I think that's probably as good a point as any to finish off today's stream. So I'm just going to probably go around off stream at some point before Friday. And just collect some of the other enemy skills. Not all of them, but some of them that we haven't attained on our 3rd enemy skill material yet. I might get beta. Don't know yet. Think about it. Anyway, guys. Thanks to everybody that stopped by to the stream today. I hope you all had a nice time. And then I'll be back same time, same place, Friday, 2:30 PM UK time. And we'll be continuing on. Now, we are actually on Disc 2, so we will actually be starting the bulk of the story section on Disc 2, going through the Great Glacier. I can't imagine that's going to be a pretty sight. But we'll see what happens. And hopefully I won't miss out on the Alexander material, which I did on the previous playthrough I did of this game, which was kind of annoying. Alright then, folks. Well, yeah, have a wonderful day. Enjoy the rest of the week, at least up until Friday. If you can make it to the stream, then fantastic stuff. I'll see you then. Take care. Goodbye. Thanks, everyone. Bye.